LeBron James, a champion, and even in defeat, if you don't think he was awesome, then you need awesome lessons. Look at the last 3 NBA Finals. Of course, he won it in 2016, the first player to average a triple-double in the NBA Finals, but it was not enough, as led by the new guy, Kevin Durant. Dub Nation wins this one in 5. You're watching SportsCenter's NBA Finals postgame show on ESPN3 alongside Stan Verrett, Michael Wilbon, Stephen A. Smith. I'm Neil Everett. And Stephen A., we heard LeBron say, we got to figure this thing out. How do they figure it out?
I have no clue. And I have no clue because we're talking about Kevin Durant, who is clearly one of the top 3 players on the planet and arguably the most prolific scorer this game has seen in the world. This dude is 6'11", with a 7'6" wingspan, with guard-like skills, with sniper, marksmanship mentality. And despite the fact that LeBron James dropped 41 with 14 points in the fourth quarter, this dude that ended up being the finals MVP, he just had 39 with 11 in the fourth quarter. And the only reason he didn't have more is because for some reason Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and those boys decided for the last 3 minutes they were going to shoot the ball instead of giving it to him because he wasn't missing the shots that he was taking. He hit 5 or 7 in the fourth quarter. Kevin Durant is a superstar. There is no denying that. And to have to go against him, LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, and it still ain't enough.
It's not good enough.
I mean, it's not good enough, and that's the scary notion right now. You go out and get Paul George or Carmelo Anthony, somebody, to add to the pieces you already have. Don't subtract, and I just don't know what else to say
Suppose
right now.
you could add Chris Paul.
Would it work?
Who's a free agent.
Would it work?
Why would it work?
How do you
trade? You can't sign him as a free agent.
I know that.
So
Would it work?
So how do you add Chris Paul and Kyrie Irving? How do they?
Well,
how do they
you
trade
don't.
those?
You don't add Chris Paul and Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
You don't have Kyrie Irving. Look, the thing you can see they suffer from is lack of a playmaker.
Yep.
Kyrie Irving can get his shot anytime he wants. He did it before LeBron got there, and they lost like 60 games a year.
Right. And LeBron.
It's not his fault. That's the kind of player he is. But they need help in that regard. 4 guys at least, minimum, on the floor for Golden State are playmakers for others at any time. Look at the way the ball moved.
Right.
Double isolation basketball is not going to beat the Golden State Warriors, even if one of those guys is LeBron James. And LeBron can play it any way you need to play it.
Right.
So the point is
he
they
was
got
the
to get
primary
better.
ball handler for much of this game.
They got to get better.
Well,
so where do they get better? What players can they acquire? What can they do?
See, this is national television, and I don't like to argue with my boy. But my point is that he's talking playmaker. I'm thinking about somebody when everything breaks down, other than LeBron, take me to the promised land while being able to spell for him. And see, that's where the problem lies. Even when LeBron James is on the floor, he's constantly having to do more. If you had somebody, I think they need an elite small forward. I think they need somebody at that 3/4 position that can really put the ball in the hole, because you're not going to beat Golden State by stopping them, because you're not going to stop them.
Agreed.
You literally have to outscore them.
They need Kevin Durant.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Something like that.
But there's only one.